down the same old street, side by side but worlds apart, running in the same direction, never crossing parallel hearts. I can feel your warmth beside me, but I can't seem to break through this invisible wall between us, keeping me away from you. So close I feel your warmth, but I can't reach across the space. We're on the same path heading forth, but never face to face. We're parallel hearts, never meeting, chasing love we'll never find, running side by side, still retreating into our own separate lines. Parallel hearts, always near, but never close enough to touch. Parallel hearts, living in fear of wanting each other too much. We're parallel hearts. You talk about your day at work, I listen but I'm far away, thinking about the words unspoken, all the things we'll never say. We share the same horizon, but see different shades of blue. We're living in the same moment, but in different points of view. Same song but different melody, same dance but different steps. This synchronicity that's killing me, full of almost and not yes. We're parallel hearts, never meeting, chasing love we'll never find, running side by side, still retreating into our own separate lines. Parallel hearts, always near, but never close enough to touch. Parallel hearts, living in fear of wanting each other too much. We're parallel hearts. What if we stop running forward? What if we turn to face each other? Would these lines finally intersect, or would we just discover that we're better off this way, safe in our separation, than risking everything today for one moment of connection? But I'm tired of almost there, tired of close but not enough. Maybe parallel hearts can dare to converge into one love. We're parallel hearts, but we're trying to find a way to intertwine. Done with running, done with hiding, ready to cross these separate lines. Parallel hearts, drawing near, finally brave enough to touch. Parallel hearts, conquering fear of loving each other this much. We're parallel hearts, learning to meet. Parallel hearts, finally complete. No more parallel, just one big heart. No more parallel hearts, together not apart. 3 feet feels like 3,000 miles when you're sitting right next to me. We used to fill the room with laughter, now there's only what we don't speak. Your eyes are on the television, mine are staring at the floor. The silence weighs 1,000 pounds, more than it ever did before. I reach out, but you're not there, lost somewhere inside this air. We're breathing in the same room, but living in separate worlds of gloom. The space between us growing wider, every day a little more. We're becoming strangers to each you comfortable in your distance. I'm screaming across this void to you, but you're showing no resistance. The space between us growing wider. Can we close it one more time before we drift too far to find each other? Before we cross that final line. The space between us doesn't have to win. The space between us we can pull back in. Let's bridge this distance. Let's find our way back home. The space between us won't leave us alone unless we fight it, unless we try. The space between us, watch our love die. So reach for me now. I'm reaching for you too. The space between us is ours to break through. We knew it from the very start. This wasn't meant to last. We're stealing moments in the dark, creating futures from our past. You got a plane ticket for December. I've got a life that's not my own. But in this autumn we remember what it feels like not to be alone. The clock is ticking down so loud, but I'm not ready to let go. We're building castles in the clouds that winter winds will overthrow. We're living on borrowed time. Every second is a crime against the way it has to end. Let's pretend just one more time. We're living on borrowed time, but your hand still fits in mine. So let's forget about tomorrow and steal tonight from borrowed time. Living on borrowed time. Your coffee cup beside my bed, your toothbrush by the sink. We're playing house with expiration dates, closer to the brink than we think. You talk about your city lights, I mention my small town. We're from different worlds colliding before we both come crashing down. Each kiss tastes bittersweet, knowing it's counting down to goodbye. But I'd rather have you incomplete than never have you in my life. We're living still bounces off these walls. Though you packed your bags last June, I hear your laughter in the hallway, I hear your footsteps in my room. The apartment feels too spacious now with all your furniture gone, but somehow you're still everywhere, even though you've moved on. Every corner holds a ghost of the love that I love most. You're haunting every inch of space, I still see your face. Echoes in empty rooms where your memory still blooms. I'm talking to the air, pretending you're still there. Echoes in empty rooms of me and you. Every sound reminds me of what we used to do. Echoes in empty rooms keep bringing me back to you. The kettle whistles in the morning like it did when you made tea. I set 2 cups out by habit, one for you and one for me. Your favorite song comes on the radio, I reach to turn it up for you, but my hand just meets the silence of this life I'm living through. Your shadows in the bathroom mirror, your perfume's in the air. Even though you're not here, you're everywhere, everywhere. Echoes in empty rooms where your memory still blooms. I'm talking to the air, pretending you're still there. Echoes in empty rooms of me and you. Every sound reminds me of what we used to do. Echoes in empty rooms keep bringing me back to you. Maybe I should rearrange the furniture, paint the walls a different shade, erase every trace of our history, let these echoes finally fade. But I'm not ready to move forward, not ready to restart. These echoes are the only thing connecting me to your heart. I know it's not healthy holding on to a love that's in the past, but if I silence all these echoes, then we're really done at last. And I'm not ready for that ending, not ready to let go, so I'll keep listening to your ghost in every room I know. Echoes in empty rooms where your memory still blooms. I'm talking to the air, pretending you're still there. Echoes in empty rooms of me and you. Every sound reminds me of what we used to do. Echoes in empty rooms, they're all I have left. Echoes in empty rooms of a love I can't forget. I'm living with the echoes in these empty rooms, dancing with your memory in the silence and the gloom. Echoes in empty rooms, that's my life now. Echoes in empty rooms, I don't know how to make them disappear, or if I even want them to. Echoes in empty rooms, still echoing you. Found your picture in my drawer last night. Colors bleeding out just like our time. Every memory stuck in fading light. Polaroids can't hold what's left behind. Sitting on my bedroom floor at 3 a.m. Going through the box I swore I'd thrown away. Your smile's disappearing like we never happened. The chemicals are breaking down day by day. I remember when we took this one in summer. Your hair was longer than your eyes, so bright. Now it's just a shadow of that golden number, a photograph that's losing all its fight. We thought these moments would last forever, captured in an instant, frozen there in time. But even pictures fade like us together. Nothing stays the way it was in its prime. Watching you disappear frame by frame, year by year, the edges curl and tear apart. Just like you did with my heart, trying to hold what's slipping through these fading memories of you. The image blurs, the colors drain, can't bring you back again. Fading Polaroids of you and me, losing color like our history. Hold them to the light, but I can't see. Fading Polaroids, fading memories. Every snapshot tells a story of the love we had before we let it all just fall apart like these fading Polaroids on my knees. Watching as the past dissolves away, wishing I could make these moments stay. But time is cruel and takes its toll. Fading Polaroids of my soul. There's a one from our first apartment wall, kitchen table where we used to sit and talk. Your coffee cup, my books, I remember it all. Now it's just a blur, a ghost of what we lost. The edges yellow like the pages of our story. Every photograph a chapter coming to an end. We were so young, we thought we lived in glory. But Polaroids fade just like lovers and friends. I keep them in the dark to slow the process, but I take them out to torture myself at night. Watching our love turn into nothingness as the chemicals give up their fight. The irony is now lost on me here. We're both fading from each other's lives, just like these pictures I hold dear. Nothing survives, nothing survives. The moment's captured, slipping away, just like you did that day. Chemical reactions breaking down, our love can't be found. Preservation's just a losing game. Nothing stays, nothing's the same as these images decay. So do we fade in Polaroids of you and me, losing color like our history. Hold them to the light, but I can't see. Fade in Polaroids, fading memories. Every snapshot tells a story of the love we had before we let it all just fall apart like these fading Polaroids on my knees. Watching as the past dissolves away, wishing I could make these moments stay. But time is cruel and takes its toll. Fading Polaroids of my soul. Maybe it's better this way. Let them fade, let the memories blur and drift away. Can't hold on to something that won't stay. Can't keep living in yesterday. But I'm not ready to let go just yet. These pictures are all I have left of a time when we were perfect, before we became separate. The film degrades, the image dies, just like the truth behind our lies. We were never meant to be preserved, just a moment that we didn't deserve. Fading Polaroids of you and me, lost in sepia nostalgia, can't break free. Barely see your face, barely see me. Fading Polaroids set me free. Every snapshot turning into dust, just like the memories in trust. We're disappearing from each other's view. Fading Polaroids, me and you. One day these pictures will be blank and white, just like my future without you in sight. But for now I'll hold them close and tight. Fading Polaroids, good night, good night. said I'm fine, but your eyes told me more. Read the silence in your text message. Every word you wrote, there's something you ignore. Hidden meanings that I have to guess. 3 dots appearing, then they disappear. You're typing something, but you hold it back. The pause between your words feels like a year. All the things you're saying in the black. When you say it's okay, I know it's not. When you say I'm good, you're breaking inside. The subtext of everything you've got is written in the spaces that you hide. I've become an expert in translation, reading between your careful lines. Every hesitation, every punctuation tells me what you really have in mind. What you don't say speaks the loudest. All the truth that you're hiding. In the silence I can hear it. All the pain you're not writing. Every comma is a secret, every period's a wall. The spaces hold the real truth. Between the lines I see it all. Between the lines I see your heart. All the things you won't say in the dark. Reading every pause, every space apart. Between the lines, that's where you are. You're right, I'm okay, but I know you're not. The words you choose reveal what you forgot to hide from me. The truth you've got between the lines, connecting dots. Your maybe means no, your fine means broken. Your later means never. Words unspoken. The real conversation we're having here is between the lines. Crystal clear. Late night messages at 2 a.m. You up means you're thinking about us. Never mind means everything you meant to say but couldn't quite discuss. When you send one word replies, I know that you're upset but won't admit it out loud. K means you're hurt but won't let it show. Sure means you're angry beneath that cloud. I've learned to read your digital expressions. The time between your messages tell stories. Your emoji choices are confessions of all the thoughts you think are buried. But nothing's ever really hidden when you know someone the way I know you. Every sentence has something forbidden. Every line break is a clue. The unwritten speaks volumes tonight. Your silence is deafening and bright. All the words you carefully select are hiding what you really meant. Decoding every single phrase, reading through your careful ways. The truth lives in what you don't say. Between the lines it stays. Between the lines I see your heart. All the things you won't say in the dark. Reading every pause, every space apart. Between the lines, that's where you are. You're right, I'm okay, but I know you're not. The words you choose reveal what you forgot to hide from me. The truth you've got between the lines, connecting dots. Your maybe means no, your fine means broken. Your later means never. Words unspoken. The real conversation we're having here is between the lines. Crystal clear. Why can't we just say what we mean instead of hiding in between the lines we write, the words we type? Why can't we get it right? I'm tired of reading into everything, tired of analyzing each little thing. Can't we just be honest for once instead of this elaborate dance? Say you miss me, say you care, say you wish that I was there. Stop hiding behind careful words. Let your real voice be heard. Between the lines I found the truth. All the love we had in our youth, hidden in the spaces, there's the proof. Between the lines, me and you. No more coding, no more games. Let's say our feelings, call their names. cup still sitting on the table cold. Same spot where you used to sit with me. Two sugars like you always liked it told. Now it's just a memory I can't leave. The ring you left to stain the wooden surface. A perfect circle like the one you wore. Everything about it screams your purpose. You were here, you're not anymore. I can't bring myself to wash it clean. Can't throw it in the sink and let it go. It's the last thing linking this whole scene. To the mornings when you'd steal my joe. Steam used to rise between our conversations. Now it's ice cold like the words we said. This cup holds more than caffeination. It holds the life we lived before you left. Can't throw it away, reminds me of better days when you laugh at my jokes while your coffee turned cold as we spoke. Now I stare at this cup, wondering how we messed up. The liquid's long gone bitter, but I'm stuck, can't consider. Half-empty coffee, getting cold, just like the love we used to hold. Can't finish it, can't let it go. Half-empty coffee, half-empty soul. You left it here like you left me, unfinished, incomplete, half-empty. The warmth is faded from this cup. Empty coffee gave us. Some people see half full with hope, but I see what we couldn't cope with. All the mornings that we shared. Half-empty coffee, unprepared. Morning light hits the ceramic rim, casting shadows where your lipstick marked. The edges sip from wearing thin. My resolve to keep this relic parked right here on this table where you sat the last morning before everything changed. You said you'd be back, imagine that. How quickly our whole world was rearranged. I pour myself a cup, but can't enjoy the ritual we shared is broken now. What used to be our morning joy has turned into this sacred vow to keep your cup exactly as you left it, a shrine to what we used to be. Some people might call it pathetic, but it's all I have left of you and me. Each morning that I wake and see your coffee still there, my heart begins to break, knowing you don't care, that you left without finishing, without saying a real goodbye. Just this cup witnessing how we lived and died. Half-empty coffee, getting cold, just like the love we used to hold. Can't finish it, can't let it go. Half-empty coffee, half-empty soul. You left it here like you left me, unfinished, incomplete, half-empty. The warmth is faded from this cup. Empty coffee gave us. Some people see half full with hope, but I see what we couldn't cope with. All the mornings that we shared. Half-empty coffee, unprepared. Maybe I should pour it out, move on from all this doubt, clean the cup and start again. Let somebody else walk in. But what if you come back one day and your coffee cup's away? What if you return to me and there's no trace of what used to be? I know it sounds insane to keep this coffee stain, but letting go of this means accepting what I miss. Half-empty coffee turning solid now, can't even pour it out, don't know how. This cup has become my entire vow. Half-empty coffee, I'm stuck somehow. You're never coming back to finish it, just like you'll never come back to me. I need to pour this out and quit. Half-empty coffee, later. Typed and deleted 1,000 times today. Words I wanna send, but never will. Your name's still there, just a touch away. But my fingers freeze and my heart stays still. I miss you, sits in my drafts folder, growing old like wine that's turning sour. Every day I get a little bit bolder, but I never send it hour after hour. The cursor blinks like it's mocking me, waiting for the courage I can't find to press in and set these feelings free. But they stay trapped inside my mind. 3 words, 8 letters, so much weight. I love you typed at 2 a.m., but I know I'm already too late. So I delete and start again. Should I press send or let it be? These words you'll never see. My thumb hovers over your name, playing this hopeless game. All these messages I've written that will forever stay hidden in my phone. And my heart torn apart, never start. Unread messages filling up my phone. Conversations that we'll never know. Everything I wanna say but can't show. Unread messages, I'm alone. Paragraphs of feelings never sent. All the time and love I spent writing words you'll never read. Unread messages, I plead. Maybe it's better this way, unseen. All my thoughts trapped in between the send button and my fear. Unread messages, crystal clear. What I wish I could say to you, but courage I never knew. My notes app is a graveyard of confessions, letters I wrote but couldn't deliver. Each one a desperate love obsession that makes my whole body shiver. I saw something today that reminded me of you. Delete, delete, delete. Do you ever think about us? To backspace until it's incomplete. Sometimes I write entire novels of everything I wish I'd said, but they all just sit and grovel in the tomb of words left dead. Voice messages I've recorded, then listened back and erased. My heart poured out and hoarded in digital empty space. What if I just hit send right now? Would you respond or wonder how? I still have your number saved. After all this time I crave just one word from you to me, but I'll keep these messages free from your eyes, from the light. Unread messages in the night. Unread messages filling up my messages, let it flow. One last message before I'm done. Goodbye is all and then I'm gone. This one I'll send, this one you'll see. 100 messages set me free, but I know I'll regret it when I start writing again. Found the songs you shared when we were close. Every melody reminds me of your face. Hit replay until I'm overdosed. Living in the past, stuck in this space. Our song comes on and I can skip it, even though it tears me apart inside. Every lyric is a perfect fit to the love we had before it died. You made me this playlist on a Tuesday. Said these songs reminded you of me. Now I play them every single day, drowning in a mixtape misery. The shuffle feature stays forever off. I need to hear them in the order that you chose, even when it makes me break and cough up all the feelings that I've kept close. Can't skip to the next song when everything feels wrong. Your voice in every note, every word that they wrote. This playlist is a time machine, taking me to what we've been addicted to. The pain it brings. Your playlist on repeat, it sings. Your playlist on repeat all night. Every lyric brings you back to life. Can't move on when the songs feel right. Your playlist on repeat, holding tight. Track 1 to 15 on a loop, drowning in the sonic super memories and melodies. Your playlist on repeat on my knees. Some people use music to heal, but I use it to feel everything we used to be. Your playlist on repeat, lost at sea. The same songs every single day. Can't press stop, can't walk away. I've memorized every transition, every vein that tracks your musical composition of everything we had. Nothing lacks. You put that indie song third because you knew I'd need it after the second one I heard. The way you sequenced it, your genius, I've conceded. Now I can't listen to anything else. Other music feels like betrayal to the soundtrack of ourselves. This playlist tells our entire tale, from the happy songs we sang together to the sad ones that predicted the end. You captured our whole forever in 16 songs, my only friend. The comments I left on each track, wishing I could take them back. This one makes me think of you, can't wait to hear this with you too. Now they're just reminders of when we were kinder to each other and ourselves. Your playlist on repeat, nothing else. Your playlist on repeat all night. Every lyric brings you back to life. Can't move on when the songs feel right. Your playlist on repeat, holding tight. Track 1 to 15 on a loop, drowning in the sonic super memories and melodies. Your playlist on repeat on my knees. Some people use music to heal, but I use it to feel everything we used to be. Your playlist on repeat, lost at sea. The same songs every single day. Can't press stop, can't walk away. I should delete it from my library, clear my recently played, start fresh with new auditory. Stop living in the self-made grave. But what if I forget the order? What if I lose this piece of you? What if I cross that border into a life that's actually new? I'm not ready for that yet. Ooh, this playlist is all I have, my only safety net. Your playlist is my sound. Your playlist on repeat until I die, or until I'm ready to say goodbye to every song, every memory, every lie. Your playlist on repeat, I can't deny that I'm addicted to this pain, playing the same songs again and again like a beautiful refrain. Your playlist on repeat, my ball and chain. Maybe tomorrow I'll create my own new end. We're sitting close but miles away, same room but different worlds tonight. The silence grows with things we don't say. The space between us doesn't feel right. I could reach out and touch your hand, but it might as well be across the ocean. We used to always understand. Now we're going through the motions. The couch feels bigger than it ever did, with you on one end and me on the other. This distance that we both hidden is suffocating like a smother. I remember when we couldn't get close enough. Now there's galaxies between us here. When did loving get so tough? When did you disappear? Reaching out but can't touch you. So close but falling through the invisible wall we've built, made of silence and guilt. Every inch feels like a mile. Haven't seen you smile in so long, in so long. Everything feels wrong. The space between us growing wider, an ocean forming side by side. Can't cross this distance though we've tried. The space between us, great divide. We're in the same room but alone. Each of us an island zone, drifting further from our home. The space between us overgrown. Used to be no space at all. Now there's room to build a wall between your side and mine. The space between us by design. We created this ourselves, put our love upon the shelves. Conversation about the weather now, small talk with the person I know best. We've forgotten somehow how to bare our souls, how to undress. The layers of protection that we've added, one awkward moment at a time, until we're so thickly padded that we can feel each other. Can't find the connection that we used to have when we couldn't keep our hands away. Now we navigate this path of polite distance every day. You ask me how my day was, I say fine, you say that's good. We both know what the real cause of this space is understood. We dance around each other now, careful not to touch somehow, afraid of what might happen if we cross this manufactured cliff between what we are and were. Everything's become a blur of distance and cold shoulders. The space between us growing bolder, between us growing wider, an ocean forming side by side. Can't cross this distance though we've tried. The space between us, great divide. We're in the same room but alone. Each of us an island zone, drifting further from our home. The space between us overgrown. Used to be no space at all. Now there's room to build a wall between your side and mine. The space between us by design. We created this ourselves, put our love upon the shelves. Maybe we should talk about it, stop pretending we can't see the elephant that sits about it in the space between you and me. But talking means admitting that something's really wrong, and we're both committed to this charade, playing along. If we acknowledge the distance, we'd have to fix it or accept that we've lost our persistence, and this love is completely wrecked. The space between us is a choice we're losing our collective. Still wearing your old gray sweater here. Smells like you though it's been months now. Can't give it back, can't let you disappear. Holding on to fabric somehow. The sleeves are too long, hanging past my hand, just like they did when you first put it on me. That night we walked along the beach sands. You said keep it, didn't know it'd be the only thing I'd have left of you. The last physical proof we were real. This worn out knit that I pull through my head every morning that I need to feel close to you again. Close to us, the sweater is my security blanket now. Made of cotton, memories and trust. I wear it like a wedding vow. It's getting worn and loose, but I can't cut you loose. Every thread holds a memory of what we used to be. Your scent is fading from the weed, but I still can't let you leave. This borrowed sweater on my back, wishing I could have you back. Borrowed sweater on my skin reminds me where we've been. Never meant to keep it in. Borrowed sweater can't let you in. You said I could borrow it that night. Didn't know you'd leave my life. Now it's all I have to hold. Borrowed sweater growing old. I should wash it, but I won't let your smell go. Even though I don't have you anymore. Just this borrowed sweater reminisce. It's not mine, but I won't return. Borrowed sweater, watch it burn into my skin, into my soul. Borrowed sweater makes me whole. My friends say I should give it back, that keeping it is holding on too tight. But they don't understand this artifact is the only thing that gets me through the night. I've built a shrine around this piece of clothing, an altar to what we used to have. Wearing it is like a sort of cloaking device that makes me feel not half as empty as I really am inside. The sweater fills the void you left. It's more than fabric, it's my guide through the loneliness and theft of my heart that you took with you when you walked out my door that day. This borrowed sweater will have to do is a replacement for your stay. The holes are growing bigger now, just like the space between us somehow. But I'll keep wearing it until it falls apart against my will. Every stitch that comes undone reminds me that you're gone, but still I wear it every day. This borrowed sweater, my only way to keep you close, to keep you near. Borrowed sweater, hold you here. Borrowed sweater on my skin reminds me where we've been. Never meant to keep it in. Borrowed sweater can't let you in. You said I could borrow it that night. Didn't know you'd leave my life. Now it's all I have to hold. Borrowed sweater growing old. I should wash it, but I won't let your smell go. Even though I don't have you anymore. Just this borrowed sweater reminisce. It's not mine, but I won't return. Borrowed sweater, watch it burn into my skin, into my soul. Borrowed sweater makes me whole. What if you want it back someday? What if you knock upon my door and ask me if I've kept it? Say that you need it back, nothing more. Would I give it up, let it go? Would I lie and say I don't know where it is, where it went? This borrowed sweater, heaven sent. I think I'd rather die than give this sweater back. It helps me live in the fantasy that you're still mine. Borrowed sweater, when it finally disintegrates, maybe then I'll accept our fates, that we're never getting back together. Borrowed sweater gone forever, but until that final thread comes loose, I'll wear what you said I could borrow for the night. Borrowed sweater, hold on see me through. Riding alone on the last train home, watching reflections in the window glass. Everyone's sleeping but I'm on my phone, scrolling through our messages from the past. The city lights blur as we speed through stations, each stop a memory of where we've been. Lost in these midnight contemplations of everything we were, everything we've seen. The rhythm of the rail sounds like your heartbeat, the one I used to fall asleep against. Now I'm alone in this empty seat, wondering where all our time went. The conductor calls out stops I recognize, places we used to go together now. I'm just passing by with tired eyes on this midnight train in stormy weather. The rails are humming your name, nothing feels the same. Every station is a memory of what we used to be. The train is moving forward fast, but I'm still stuck in the past. Can't escape these thoughts of you. Midnight train thoughts bleeding through. Midnight train thoughts taking me away, back to the nights when you would stay, racing through the dark but I can't escape. Midnight train thoughts every day. The passengers are sleeping sound, but my mind is spinning round and around, thinking of you with every mile. Midnight train thoughts force a smile. The destination's coming near, but you're not waiting there, my dear. Just an empty platform, cold. Midnight train thoughts growing old, wishing you were here with me. Midnight train set me free. Remember when we'd ride this line together, your head upon my shoulder, fingers intertwined. We talk about forever and whether we could make it. We were so blind to the fact that nothing lasts, not even love as strong as ours. Now I'm haunted by the past on this midnight train through the hours. The recorded announcements sound robotic, just like my life without you here. Everything's become monotonic since you left, since you disappeared. I count the stops until I'm home, to my empty apartment, empty bed, where I'll lay awake alone with these midnight train thoughts in my head. The motion lulls everyone to sleep, but I'm in too deep to close my eyes and rest. When my heart's a mess, every tunnel that we pass through reminds me of the darkness and losing you. The light at the end never comes. Midnight train thoughts, I'm numb. Midnight train thoughts taking me away, back to the nights when you would stay, racing through the dark but I can't escape. Midnight train thoughts every day. The passengers are sleeping sound, but my mind is spinning round and around, thinking of you with every mile. Midnight train thoughts force a smile. The destination's coming near, but you're not waiting there, my dear. Just an empty platform, cold. Midnight train thoughts growing old, wishing you were here with me. Midnight train set me free. Maybe I should take a different route, avoid these memories and doubt, but this train is the only way to get home at the end of day. So I'll keep riding through the night, rise to what we were. Midnight train, just a blur. Drawer full of words I wrote to you, paper stained with tears and ink. Everything I felt but never pushed through, standing at the edge but couldn't take the leap. Letter number 1 is from the start, when I first realized I was in love. Poured on my entire heart, but couldn't find the courage to send it all. Letter 23 is from that fight, when I wanted to apologize but was too proud. I wrote it in the middle of the night, but morning came and I couldn't say it out loud. Now they're all collected in this box, a chronicle of everything unsaid. Each envelope a small forknocks of feelings that I've never fed. Sealed but never mailed, love that always failed to find its way to you. All the words I never knew how to say out loud in person, so I wrote them down, worsened by the fact that you will never see these unsent letters from me. Unsent letters piling high, all the things I can't say goodbye, written truths that live inside. There's a letter from your birthday, when I wanted to tell you everything about how you made me feel each day, but I just gave you a simple thing instead of this 5-page confession of my love, my hopes, my dreams. I kept up the suppression, and things weren't as they seemed. The letter from the night told my soul everything I couldn't control. The feelings that I buried deep that now make me weep as I read them back alone in this room on my phone, texting you small talk instead. Unsent letters left for dead, unsent letters piling high, all the things I can't say goodbye, written truths that live inside. True to these, so I wrote it down instead. Unsent letters left unread. 57 letters, deep secrets that I'll always keep in this drawer in my heart. Unsent letters torn apart. Maybe if I nailed just one, we wouldn't be undone. What if I sent them all right now? Drop them in the mailbox somehow. Would you read them? Would you care? Would you know how much I dare to write, but not to speak, to be brave, but still weak? These letters are my courage, my heart's own storage of everything I am, but couldn't give a damn enough to actually send. Unsent letters in the end, unsent letters I'll burn tonight. Watch them disappear from sight. All the words I couldn't write. just mailed what I wrote. Empty sheets where you used to lay, cold pillow that still holds your shape. Can't sleep there since you went away. Your side of the bed, my escape. The mattress dips where your body pressed. For all those nights we shared this space, now I curl up on my side and rest. Can't bring myself to take your place. I wash the sheets but keep your pillowcase, the one that smells like your shampoo. Even though I know it's a disgrace to hold on to these pieces of you, but your side of the bed is sacred ground, a museum of what we used to be. I sleep alone but I'm still bound to the memory of you next to me, reaching over in the night, nothing there to hold tight, just empty space and cold air, wishing you were still there. The blankets only cover me, your side stays empty, free from my touch, from my sleep. Your side of the bed, I weep. Your side of the bed stays empty now. Can't feel the space, don't know how. Sleeping alone, but you're here somehow. Your side of the bed, sacred ground. The indent of your body remains, even though it brings me pain. I can't smooth it out, can't explain. Your side of the bed, my chain, holding me to what we were. Everything's become a blur, but the space stays clear and true. Your side of the bed, only you will ever lay there in my mind. Your side of the bed, I'm blind to moving on, to letting go. Your side of the bed, I know. Sometimes I put your pillow where you slept and hug it like I'm hugging you. It's pathetic, but it's all I've kept of the intimacy we once knew. I talk to your side late at night, tell it about my day like you're still listening, pretend that everything's alright and that your eyes are glistening with love like they used to do before everything fell apart. Your side of the bed is my last view of you before you broke my heart. I know I should reclaim this space, make the whole bed mine again, but I can't erase your place. Your side of the bed is when the morning light hits your pillow. I remember we were more than hollow promises and empty words. We were real, we were hurt in each other's hearts and minds. Now all I have is what I find on your side of the bed each day. Your side of the bed, you're away. Your side of the bed stays empty now. Can't feel the space, don't know how. Sleeping alone, but you're here somehow. Your side of the bed, sacred ground. The indent of your body remains, even though it brings me pain. I can't smooth it out, can't explain. You're holding me to what we were. Everything's become a blur, but the space stays clear and true. Your side of the bed, only you will ever lay there in my mind. Your side of the bed, I'm blind to moving on, to letting go. Your side of the bed, I know. Maybe I should get a smaller bed, one that doesn't have your side. Maybe then I could get ahead instead of drowning in this tide of memories and empty space. What if you came back one night? Would there be room? Would there be place for you to lay? Would it be right to have erased you from my bedroom, from the place we shared our love? Maybe keeping all this We speak the same language but can't understand. Words get twisted somewhere in between, trying to explain with gestures and hands, but you can't see what I really mean. I say I love you and you hear I need you. You say I'm fine and I hear help me please. Every conversation is a breakthrough, a miscommunication with ease. We're talking in circles around and round, using the same words but different definitions. The common ground we thought we found is just a series of mistranslations. You're speaking English and so am I, but somehow we're worlds apart. Every word is just another lie, lost in translation from the start. Something's missing when we talk. Every conversation's blocked by invisible walls we can't see. Lost in translation, you and me, the message sent is not received. Both of us are so deceived, thinking that we understand. Lost in translation, unplanned. Lost in translation, you and I, same words but different meanings fly. Try to connect but wonder why. Lost in translation, say goodbye to understanding what you mean, to making sense of the scene we're speaking but not communicating. Lost in translation, frustrated. Every word becomes a maze, every sentence just a phase of confusion and dismay. Lost in translation every day, can't bridge this gap between our minds. Lost in translation, love that binds us in misunderstanding deep. Lost in translation, we I tell you I need space, you give me the room, but what I meant was time to think. You hear different things and assume we're on the same page, but we're out of sync. When you say it's tight, I think it's me that's exhausting you, draining your life, but you're just tired, literally. And now we're in another strife of misheard words and wrong intentions. Everything we say gets misconstrued. We need simultaneous translations. Even though we're both fluent, we're screwed by the nuances and context clues that get lost between your mouth and my ear. We're both speaking but both confused. Lost in translation, my dear. The words we choose don't convey what we actually want to say. There's a filter in between. Lost in translation, unforeseen consequences of our speech, forever just beyond our reach. The meaning that we try to share, lost in translation, unaware. Lost in translation, you and I, same words but different meanings fly. Try to connect but wonder why. Lost in translation, say goodbye. You understanding what you mean, to making sense of the scene we're speaking but not communicating. Lost in translation, frustrated. Every word becomes a maze, every sentence just a phase of confusion and dismay. Lost in translation every day, can't bridge this gap between our minds. Lost in translation, love that binds us in misunderstanding deep. Lost in translation, we maybe we need a dictionary of what our words really mean, a glossary to carry to decode this crazy scene. Your maybe means no, I've learned your fine means not okay. My nothing's wrong means I'm concerned. We've created our own way of not saying what we mean, of hiding behind our words. This elaborate smoke screen of language that's absurd. Lost in translation. faded, sad, lost in translation. Not too late. Let's translate before we separate. Hear your laughter in an empty room, your voice calling out my name. Every corner holds an echo of you. Nothing here will be the same. I'm haunted by the sounds you left behind, your footsteps on the stairs at night, your whisper playing tricks upon my mind, your echoes everywhere inside. The way you'd hum while making coffee, the sound you'd make when you were tired. All these audio memories of the girl that I desired are bouncing off these walls I built since you've been gone, since you've left, reverberating in my guilt of all the time we had to theft, reverberating through my mind. Your memory's all I find. In every sound, in every noise, I hear your voice echoing across the space. I see your face in reflections of the past, echoes that will last, echoes of you won't fade away. In every sound, in every day, can't escape what I can't say. Echoes of you, here to stay. Your laughter rings through empty halls, your voice bounces off the walls. Everything reminds me of echoes of you. Lost love, the sound you made are everywhere. In the silence, in the air, I hear you though you're not there. Echoes of you, I worried by your memory sound. Echoes of you, I hear echoes of you all around. In my head, in my heart, echoes of you torn apart. Sometimes I play our old voice messages just to hear you say my name. The way you stumble through your sentences when you were nervous, when you came to tell me something important. Your voice was shaking, crack. Now these recordings are my warrant to keep living in the past, looking back. I close my eyes and hear you singing that song you always got wrong. The memory keeps on ringing like a never-ending song. Your echo is my symphony, a melody of what we were. This auditory memory of you, my dear, my hurt. Every creak sounds like your step, every word is something you said. In my mind I hear you yet, echoes of you in my head. The silence is the loudest sound when your echo's not around, but then it comes back strong. Echoes of you all night long, all night long. Echoes of you won't fade away. In every sound, in every day, can't escape what I can't say. Echoes of you, here to stay. Your laughter rings through empty halls, your voice bounces off the walls. Everything reminds me of echoes of you. Lost love, the sounds you made are everywhere. In the silence, in the air, I hear you though you're not there. Echoes of you, I'm haunted by your memory sounds. Echoes of you, I all of you all around. In my head, in my heart, echoes of you torn apart. They say that echoes fade with time, that eventually they'll disappear, but yours seems to only climb louder and more clear. Maybe it's because I'm listening for any trace of you I can find. of you and I, echoes of you multiply in my memory, in my soul. You'll always have this role of being the voice I hear. Echoes of you, crystal clear. When I'm old and gray someday, your echo will still play in the chambers of my heart. Echoes of you, never apart from who I am, what I've become. Echoes of you never done, resonating through my life. Echoes of eternal strife. Echoes of you, eternal strife. Didn't know the moment was the end. Waved casually like I'd see you tomorrow. If I knew I'd never see you again, would have held on through the sorrow. You left for work like any other day. Said see you tonight with a smile. I said okay in that casual way, not knowing it would be our last in a while. Actually our last forever. How was I supposed to know that this was our final tether, our ultimate last hello? I would have memorized your face, taken a picture, held you tight. Would have savored that embrace if I knew it was goodbye that night. Looking back, I wish I knew that was the last goodbye to you. Would have said so much more, would have walked you to the door, would have kissed you one more time, would have said you were mine, would have made it count. The last goodbye we never knew, no second chance to see it through. Would have said so much more to you. The last goodbye, if I only knew that morning when you walked away was the end of our story, our last day. I would have begged you to stay. The last goodbye in dismay. We don't get to choose the moment when we say our last goodbye. There's no big final component, just a casual see you, then you die to me, to us, to what we had. The last goodbye is always sad when you don't know it's the last. The last goodbye comes too fast. I replay the morning in my head, every single detail, every word, what you wore, everything you said, every sound that I heard. Your keys jingling as you grab them, your footsteps walking to the door. The way you turned and said love you, then I said love you too, and nothing more. If I'd known that was the last time, I would have run after you, made that moment so sublime, giving you your proper happens too fast. And now every goodbye feels heavy. Every see you later carries weight. I'm much more careful and ready to make each moment great, because I learned the hard way that last goodbyes don't announce themselves. They look like any other day until someone leaves our shelves of daily life and routine, and we realize too late what that moment could have been if we'd known our fate. The last goodbye haunts me still. Wish I could go back and fulfill the proper ending that we deserve. The last goodbye preserved in my memory as a casual wave, when it should have been more grave, more meaningful, more true. The last goodbye to you. I tell everyone I know now to love like each goodbye's the last. Make every moment count somehow. The last goodbye comes fast. Too fast for us to prepare. The last goodbye handled with care. Every moment, every day. The last goodbye could be today. We're moving in the same direction now, side by side but never touching hearts. Close enough to see but don't know how to cross the space that keeps us apart. We're on adjacent tracks going nowhere, synchronized but never intersecting. So close I can almost touch your hair, but our paths aren't connecting. It's like we're living parallel lives, same city, same struggles, same dreams, but never quite arriving at the place where love redeems. The distance the geometry dictates. These parallel lines can't ever meet, no matter how much I wanna change our fates. We're destined to stay incomplete, running the same way but getting further every day. So close but worlds apart. Parallel lines, parallel hearts. We see each other clearly but can't reach each other, merely existing in the same space. Parallel lines, different place, different place. Oh, parallel lines, that's you and me, forever close but never meant to be. Same path but different destiny. Parallel lines, endlessly we run alongside each other's lives, but never converge, never arrive at the intersection where we could meet. Parallel lines, incomplete. Mathematics says we'll never touch, even though we're close so much that I can almost feel your breath. Parallel lines, till death do us part, or keep us this way. Parallel lines, every day moving forward but alone, on our own. I see you living your life over there, just a lane away from where I am. We could hold hands if we dared, but we're stuck in this geometric jam. I'm never meeting, never crossing, always moving but never closer. Forever running and forever losing the chance to be more than a passerby. We attend the same party, same places, almost meet, almost connect. See each other's faces, never quite intersect. It's torture being this near to someone I can't have, can't hold. You're right there, so clear, but parallel lines, I'm told, can't break the rules of geometry. Can't force what's not meant to be, but defined by the space between. Parallel lines unseen, forces keeping us apart. Same journey, different start, different ends, though side by side. Parallel lines can't collide. Picking up the pieces left behind, broken memories scattered on the floor, trying to rebuild what I can't find. Fragments of us, nothing more. Every shot reflects a different moment of the love we had before it shattered. Trying to create some atonement from these fragments that once mattered. This piece here is from our first kiss, that one there from our last fight. Trying to rebuild our bliss from fragments in the light. But no matter how I arrange them, the picture's never quite complete. Some pieces missing can't contain them. Fragments of us, bittersweet, shattered like glass, remnants of the past, cutting my fingers as I try to piece together you and I. Blood mixes with the tears, fragments of our years, broken beyond repair, fragments everywhere. Fragments of us won't make us whole, broken pieces of our soul can't put together what we stole. Fragments of us losing control. Every piece tells a story of our love and all its glory before it fell apart and broke. Fragments of us up in smoke, trying to glue them back together, but some are lost forever in the cracks and in the spaces. Fragments of us erases what we were, what we could be. Fragments of us, can't you see we're too broken to repair? Fragments of us everywhere. I found a fragment from that summer when we drove across the coast. You were happy, I was dumber than I've ever been. Almost threw away the love of my life for reasons I can't remember now. Cut us up just like a knife, made fragments somehow. Here's a piece from Christmas morning when we opened gifts in bed. Should have seen the warning in the words you left unsaid. Every fragment is a reminder of what we had and what we lost. Makes me wish I could rewind her back to us, whatever the cost. The more I try to piece it back, the more I see what we lack. The glue won't hold, it falls apart. Fragments of us, broken heart. Maybe we're meant to stay this way, fragmented and astray from each other, from the whole. Fragments of us taking toll. Fragments of us won't make us whole, broken pieces of our soul can't put together what we stole. Fragments of us lose control. Every piece tells a story of our love and all its glory before it fell apart and broke. Fragments of us up in smoke, trying to glue them back together, but some are lost forever in the cracks and in the spaces. Fragments of us erases what we were, what we could be. Fragments of us, can't you see we're too broken to repair? Fragments of us everywhere. Maybe I should sweep them up, throw away this broken cup of memories and shattered dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems, but I can't let go just yet of these fragments of our duet. Even if they're incomplete, even if they're obsolete, I keep trying to arrange these fragments, though it's strange to hold on to broken glass. Fragments of us, let them pass or hold them tight and bleed. Fragments of us, all I need. Fragments of us are all I have, photographs and epitaphs of the love we couldn't save. Fragments of us in the grave of our relationship, our past. Nothing good can ever last, everything breaks in the end. Fragments of us, my only friend. I'll keep these pieces close to me, fragments of what we used to be. Even if me heal